This is Manasvi from Soham Edu and students, welcome back to your online lecture series of class 10. Students, we are studying the fourth chapter of Science 1, that is effects of electric current. So in last lecture we have derived an expression for heat produced in a conductor. Yes or no, using Joule's law of heating. So we have seen some equations or formulas for heat. Yes or no? I hope that part is very much clear to you. Now in today's lecture we'll see heating effect of electric current. Now we have studied that the energy received by the resistor is converted into heat energy. Yes or no? So the temperature of that particular resistor is increased. Is this thing is clear to you? So heating effect means what? So when a resistor is connected in an electrical circuit, heat is produced in it due to the current. This is nothing but heating effect of electric current. Is this thing is clear to you? So write it down. When a resistor is connected in an electrical circuit, heat is produced in it due to the current. This is known as the heating effect of current. Now, we observe such equipments in our daily life, such as water boiler, electric cooker, electric bulb. These appliances uses or works on the principle of heating effect. Okay. So electrical conductors having higher resistivity are used here. Okay. For example, a coil made up of an alloy nichrome is used in the electric heater cooker as a resistor, while a tungsten wire is used in an electric bulb. Because of the current, this wire gets heated up to 3400 degrees Celsius and emits light. A hot wire also radiates heat to a certain extent. So having higher resistivity means what? Resistivity maximum means they pass minimum current through it. Yes or no? So that they resist highly and produces maximum amount of heat in it. Okay, are you getting me, students? So these are some examples which are based on the principle of heating effect. So in your textbook on page number 49, coil is shown, that is solenoid type coil, means round. This is called solenoid. Okay, then coil of cooker, coil of heater, these pictures are shown to you. Okay, now always remember the thing, the unit of electric power 1 watt is very small unit, hence 1000 watt or 1 kilowatt is used as a unit to measure electric power. This thing you have already studied in 9th class. Okay, you have to just recall this thing. So if 1 kilowatt power is used for 1 hour, it will mean 1 kilowatt into 1 hour of electrical energy is used. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule is equal to what? 1 kilowatt hour power. You have already studied this thing in 9th standard. So just recall the thing. Now see this picture. This is a bulb. This is solenoid type of coil inside the bulb. This is tungsten wire. Okay, then this part is filled with vacuum or nitrogen gas. Why nitrogen? Because nitrogen is not reactive. Okay, then glass bulb. This is glass material. Okay, this is support, glass support for this wire and screw cap. Okay, we'll understand the concept of short circuit. Before that, see, Several times we hear or read about a building catching fire due to short circuit. Sometimes if we switch on an equipment in our house, the electrical fuse wire melts. This wire melts and the electric supply shuts down. Let us discuss about the cause briefly. So, first understand the electrical connection consists of three types of wires. First is live wire, then neutral. This is also called phase wire or live wire. Then neutral wire, and third is earth wire. Okay, earthing or grounding we say. Okay, so these are three types of connections. Okay, live, neutral and earth. You have to remember this thing. The live and the neutral wires have potential difference. Now this wire and this wire, live wire means the phase wire. Okay, this and this makes the potential difference of 220 volt. Okay, the supply we get in our home is near about 220 volt. The earth is connected to ground. This wire is connected to ground. This is for protection purpose. Okay, to prevent from shocks. Due to a fault in equipment, or if the plastic coating on the live wire and the neutral wire gives way, the two wires come in contact. Suppose by any mistake these two wires comes in contact with each other, then what is happening? A large current flows through it, producing a large amount of heat. Okay, if these two wires are come in contact with each other, then a large current start flowing through the wires and it produces a large amount of heat. So if any inflammable material such as wood, cloth, plastic, etc. exists around that place, it can catch fire easily. Therefore, a fuse wire is used as a precautionary measure. So we have learnt about fuse wire in the previous standard. Yes or no? As soon as high current flows in a circuit, the fuse wire melts. So to prevent from damage, the fuse is connected in circuit and it is connected in series. Yes or no? This thing also you have studied. So first fuse wire will melt due to large amount of heat is generated because of the large current. So the fuse wire melts and breaks the circuit and any mishap is avoided. Is this thing is clear to you? So short circuit concept is clear to you. So first remember, the household electrical connections mainly consist of live, neutral and earth wires. Okay, and the potential difference between live and neutral wire is around 220 volt. So sometimes due to fault in the electrical appliances or damage of the insulating coating around the two wires, neutral and live, the two wires come in contact with each other and large current flows through them, causing short circuit. So large amount of heat is produced due to flow of this large current, and any inflammable material like wood, plastic, cloth, etc. present around the short circuited place can catch fire. Okay, so if the household connection has fuse wire connected in it, then the short circuit results in melting of fuse wire and the possible damage to house can be avoided. Is this thing is clear to you?
Short circuits are created when the hot and neutral wires touch and the circuit is completed before the load. In this case, the current no longer flows through the entire circuit, and with no resistance, the current rises. Without any protection, this increased current will cause the wires to heat up, burn out, and will start an electrical fire. In a protected circuit, the extra current will trip the circuit breaker or will blow the fuse. Now, if an appliance keeps tripping the breaker, then it's likely that there's an internal short. In this case, you'll have to locate and repair the damaged wires or component. Then the breaker must be reset or the fuse replaced.
So, short circuit concept is clear to you. So, remember it. Now, in this picture, different types of fuses are shown. So, there are different types of fuses which are used in electrical circuit. According to the load, fuses are connected in circuits. Okay. So, many times, particularly in the summer season, huge electrical power is used in the evenings due to home lighting, fans, air conditioners, use of electricity in shop, etc. So, excessive current is drawn from the transformer supplying the electricity, and if the capacity of the transformer is insufficient, its fuse wire melts and the supply gets shut down. Such events occur due to overloading. So this is what? This is overloading concept, means maximum amount of power is getting utilized at the same time. Okay, so the transformer which is provided for the particular area is overloaded. Means what? The excessive current is drawn from that particular transformer. Yes or no? So because of this, the transformer's capacity is not that much, so its fuse wire melts and the supply gets shut down. So such events are called overloading. Okay, is this thing is clear to you? Now see here, these days miniature circuit breakers, means MCB, full form is miniature circuit breaker. This is what? This is the alternative for fuse. Okay, instead of fuse, nowadays MCBs are used in the circuits. When the current in the circuit suddenly increases, this switch opens and current stops. Different types of MCBs are in use for the entire house. However, the usual fuse wire is used. You can see this type of miniature circuit breakers in your house also. Okay, so this part is clear to you. Now see these examples. First example is a 6 meter long wire made from an alloy nichrome is shaped into a coil. So nichrome coil is there and given for producing heat. It has a resistance of 24 ohms. Can we get more heat if the wire is cut into half of its original length and shaped into a coil? For getting energy, the two ends of the wire are connected to a source with a potential difference of 220 volt. Now, first understand what is given. Resistance of 24 ohm is given. Potential difference is 220 volt is given. Yes or no? Now, when a coil is complete, then what happens? Energy, you have to find out energy, means power. So P is equal to, formula is what? V square upon R. Yes or no? So 220 whole square upon 24, resistance is 24, so 201 watts. If you calculate this, you will get 201 watts. And if coil is half length, then what is happening? Resistance will be half of it, so V square upon R is, V means potential difference remains as it is, 220 square upon 12, which is equal to 403 watts. So this means that more heat will be obtained after cutting the wire into half. Okay, is this thing is clear to you? Now Now see how this formula is coming. V square by, you know, P is equal to I square R. Yes or no? So if you multiply with R and divide by R, this thing is remains as it is. So I square R square means what? I into R means V. So IR means V. You can write instead of IR V, and square of both the terms, so V square upon R. So you are getting here P is equal to V square by R formula. Is this thing is clear to you? So remember this formula also, because here only potential difference is given and resistance is given. So in this case you have to use this formula. Okay. Now see the second example. A cell is connected to a 9 ohm resistance, because of which heat of 400 joule is produced per second due to current flowing through it. Obtain the potential difference applied across the resistance. Now see this circuit. This is a resistance of 9 ohm. Then a cell is connected, means battery is connected. There is a plug key and heat is given. Heat at 400 joule per second means what? Now see, P is equal to 400 joule per second means divided by 1. So P is equal to what? V square by R. Yes or no? P is, heat is given here. Heat is, power means in terms of heat here. So 400 is equal to how much? V square by R is what? 9 ohm. So V square is equal to 400 into 9. Therefore V is equal to square root of 400 into 9. Square of 400 is 20. Square root of 9 is 3. So 20 3s are 60. So V is equal to 60. So potential difference is how much? 60 volt. Is this thing is clear to you? So you have to solve these numericals in your notebook properly. Further 2 examples are reduced from your syllabus for this year, so we are not going to study these examples, but you can go through it if you want to. Okay, so students, in today's lecture I will stop here, and in next lecture we will move toward the next concept, that is magnetic effect of electric current. Further part is very much important for future point of view, so you have to remember the things properly. Okay, so in today's lecture I will stop here, and in next lecture we will meet with the next topic. Till then students, bye bye.